Good morning, Math Wizards. All right, I'm excited to be here with you today. We are going to practice ways to make 10, okay? So there's lots of ways to make 10. Before we get started, I wanted to show you a really cool trick. I showed this to my class, pardon my closeness. A really cool trick to see all the ways that make up a number. Are you ready?
Yes!
So, if we're doing ways to make 10, if I start at 10, you're not writing any of this down yet, guys. I haven't even told you to get your paper. You're just listening and watching. If I start at 10 and I count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 on the bottom. Okay, do you see that? And then I match the numbers over here and I start at 0, 0, and I count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 would be on the bottom. But of course I ran out of room in this, so this isn't the best example. That's okay. If I put a plus sign here, these are all the ways to make 10. 10 plus 0 makes 10. 9 plus 1 makes 10. 8 plus 2 makes 10. 7 plus 3 makes 10. 6 plus 4 makes 10. 5 plus 5 makes 10. 4 plus 6 makes 10. 3 plus 7 makes 10. 2 plus 8 and 1 plus 9, they all make 10. So when I'm like, hey, I want you to find a different way to make 10, and you're like, I don't know. Count down to 0, come back up to the top, and then count from 0 all the way up. Line those numbers up, and that's a tricky way that you can see what numbers make 10. It works with any of the numbers under 10, guys. Look, if I do 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, now I come back up to the top and I start at 0 and count up. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add the plus sign between all of those numbers, all the ways to make 5. 5 plus 0 makes 5. 4 plus 1 makes 5. 3 plus 2 makes 5. 2 plus 3 makes 5. 1 plus 4, 0 plus 5. All ways to make 5. So this is a way that when you're trying to think of ways to make a number and you can't think of other groups, count down, come back and count up. Make sure those numbers are all lined up. If they're not lined up, it doesn't work. You're shaking the table, so please stop touching it. Okay, friends, let's get back to it. I don't want to take too long because I know when I talk too much, we run out of time. Make sure you have your worksheet in front of you. You need a pencil and 2 different colors. Only 2? Those are going to be your group 1 and your group 2. We're going to write our name because the first thing I do is always the same. I pick up my pencil.
And write my name.
And write my name. Thank you, friends. All right, so I'm going to write my name. Please write your name at the very top of the paper. All right, in our review box, it just shows us in this 10 frame, I need you two to get off of the table. You're shaking the camera. Okay, in this first 10 frame, it shows us, if we count, look, it goes all the way across the top first before it comes down to the second row. I've talked to a lot of my friends about this and we're struggling with that. We're coloring all over the place and that's not how okay, you two away from the table. Sorry. Your groups stay together. So if you start coloring with one color and go down to the next line, once you switch to the second color, you have to stay with the second color. We're not making a pattern. We're not going all willy-nilly all over the place. We stay in order. We first fill in the top row of a 10 frame. Then we go down to the bottom and continue to fill them in. That doesn't mean that only the top row can be one color and only the bottom row can be one color. No, look, they have white counters. Oh, look, there's 6 white counters. 6 plus 4 equals 10. Here, only 2 white counters. Then the rest of them for group 2, that's 8 of them, equal 10. 2 plus 8. Let's go ahead and do number 1. We are going to use our crayons. Pick your group 1 color. I'm going to go with purple. I'm going to color to show one way to make 10. We're going to show 2 different ways. That means not the same numbers. I do not want to see 7 plus 3 equals 10, and then 3 plus 7. Those are the same numbers. I want a different way. Ready? Let's start. I'm going to color in 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to say, I'm going to change right there. I'm going to change right there. I'm going to go to my group 2 color, which is my color's blue, and then I'm going to color all the rest of them. I can't switch back to my group 1. I'm going to color them all the rest, and then I'm going to write my equation. I have how many purple? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to write that. Gusta plus group 1 plus group 2. My group 1 is 3. My group 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is 7. All right, so we have 3 plus 7 equals 10. Now let's come down here. I want to show a different way. So I should not have a 3, and I should not have a 7. So I'm going to pick my first color, and I'm going to look and say, I started my group 1 with 3. So I'm either going to do 1 less and only color in 2, or I'm going to color in more than 3 so that my groups are different. I'm going to do 1. That's not the same as my first group, is it? Or my second group. Nope. So I colored in 1, switch to group 2. I can't go back. I got to stay with group 2. The rest of them are group 2. Let's start coloring. Only the top row, and then just like you're reading, you read all the way to the end, and then you come back to the next line. Color them all in, and let's write our equation. Ready, friends? How many in group 1? 1. That's right. We see the plus sign. We know it's group 1 plus group 2. So my group 1 goes first. 1. I don't want to see you writing that second number first. We're matching the picture. My group 1 was 1. My group 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, you can always pause this if I'm going too fast and you need a minute. Pause it, then play it. All right, let's flip it over. All right, my friends. So we're going to draw our counters here. Ways to make 10. So we're going to draw 10 counters. Let's do it. Ready? 1. Nice and neat. We take pride in our work and we do it nice and neat so that we can easily count it. Where I see friends making mistakes is when they've drawn big circles or just random circles all over and they can't keep track of what they're counting. Draw them in a straight line, nice and neat, so that we can keep up with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's my 10 circles. All nice and neat in a row. They're not perfect, but they're neat enough that I can keep track of them. Now, separate them into your 2 groups, friends. So you can use your crayons. We're going to color them. My group 1 is purple. I'm going to start by coloring my group 1. So there's 1, and I'm going to do 2, because on the other side of the paper, I started with 3 and 1. So 2 is a completely different way than I've already done in this lesson. All right, so now I'm going to color the rest. Switch to my group 2 color. Ready? Let's color the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now I've marked where you can see group 1 and group 2. Group 1 plus group 2. Now let's write our equation. Our group 1?
2.
Good job. 1, 2 has 2. Group 2 has, let's count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So group 1 plus group 2, my group 2 number goes here. Please stop touching the table.
Sorry.
2 plus 8 equals 10. Now down here, you guys are going to do this one on your own. So you need to make a different way to show 10. So you're going to draw your 10 counters just like we did up here. Make sure you draw 10. If you only draw 9, you're not going to get the numbers correct. Draw 10 counters. You're going to do the same thing with your crayons. You're going to color your group 1 and group 2. Remember, once you switch to the group 2 color, the rest of them are group 2, okay? You're going to color your circles to show your groups, and I want a different way. So I want different numbers than you've used anywhere else here, friends. So we've already done 3 and 7. We've done 1 and 9, and we did 2 and 8. So I shouldn't see any of those numbers. Draw your circles. You're going to color them, and then I want you to write your equation. Fill in group 1 plus group 2. Once you're all done with that, go back and double check that you wrote your name on it, because that was the first thing you should have done, okay? And then you can get it checked or get it turned in. Awesome job, friends. I am proud of you, and I'll see you next time.